headlines from BBC Soviet News. The Berlin Wall is decided not to get built after the conference in Moscow involving mainly the USSR, Germany, and the communist countries. Joseph Stalin decides to promote democracy and says it will give freedom to the citizens to choose for themselves over their personal lives. China decides to remain faithfully democratic. USA and USSR decides and promises to work together on a space project that can advance the technology twice as faster, and they hope to give their full support to this project. The USA, USSR, and Cuba remain friendly and signs a contract that they will not use any nuclear weapons against each other, even during times of war. The decision against the Berlin Wall not being built is supported by the USSR. They supported this decision by saying that if there was a wall present between these two countries, they will not only have no communication, but no professionals on the east side, as everyone escaped to the west side. However, the communists declared that this will help contain communism, and it will prevent them from escaping to the west side. They also argued that USSR was only thinking of themselves, and didn't consider the views of communists. The USSR's decision remains firm on not building the wall, as they stand their ground on keeping the people's rights to freedom. Joseph Stalin, the second leader of USSR, has declared that he will control his country's freedom, and he will give freedom of choice for their personal lives. He will promote democracy rather than communism, as democracy gives a lot of freedom to the citizens of his country. He stated on Saturday that he doesn't want the government to decide what to do for his citizens, and he wants them to decide for their own and to judge their lives on their own. He says that he has experienced the feeling of being controlled before, as when he was a boy. USSR was communist, and he remembers the days when he was restricted in many ways because of communism. He doesn't want his citizens to feel the same way towards him, the way he felt towards the leader back then, and he stated that he will do his best to impact their lives in a good way. China, a once communist country in the ancient times, has decided to become democratic following the example of the USSR. It says that it also wants its citizens to have freedom over choices of their lives, and doesn't want to pressure them by deciding everything that relates to their daily lives. The Democratic Chinese leader stated on Friday that they will follow Stalinism and follow democracy. He says that China, as a big trading and populated country, needs to set examples for other countries what they need to do to become prosperous and wealthy, just like China. China stated that it plans to follow USSR's plans and routes and remain faithful under their friendship. In what could have been turned out as a space race, USA and USSR decided to cooperate and try to advance technology together. They were going to have a conflict on who can have a more advanced technology, but they decided to cooperate and use the knowledge of both countries to further enhance and speed up both their technologies. This Tuesday, with the launch of Sputnik, the first Earth satellite, the cooperation finally began, and the researchers and astronauts think that by next year, they will be able to reach the moon together. They're currently working on their bigger satellite called Apollo 1, which is a bigger, more modified version of Sputnik. USA and USSR plan to remain friendly and cooperative with each other. The conference, organized by the United Nations, USA, USSR, and Cuba signed a contract that they will not use any nuclear weapons against each other, even during times of war. Prior to this contract, a war could have been broken out as USSR and USA each sent up missiles in Cuba and Turkey. However, they had decided against starting a nuclear war with each other and frightening the citizens of both countries. While taking peaceful measures, they have solved the problem in only 2 days. Right now, they are very friendly with each other, and they have agreed to help each other during times of need. During all this time, the citizens were unaware of the perilous danger of a nuclear war. Cuba has forgiven them of their foolish behavior, and right now they are bonding as strong allies. This is BBC Soviet News. I'm Jacqueline. Bye-bye. See you soon.